Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So, I apologize for the extra redness in my face. I went swimming because we've got company here and we went to a water park and I got pretty sunburned. Um, so just kind of ignore that for right now. So it's been 2 weeks and, just want to talk about, some things that have gone on and, my last video, I believe I failed to mention that I saw a psychiatrist, and so yeah, I did do that. The main topic for this video, because I know some of them have topics and others really don't, but this one is wanting to break down. So this is my breaking down video because there's like a lot going on, and unfortunately a lot of it has to do with my husband's job and the stress from, gearing up for the first deployment. But with all of that, it also includes stress from visitors, stress from a lot of changes that I have no control over, and the surgery's been really getting to me a lot lately. And so I wanted to just briefly kind of talk about all of those things. Last week, I got so bad with my anxiety and my stress that I had to go in and see my provider, and I ended up being put on some medication to help with the anxiety and the stress. One that's supposed to take time to get into my system, and one that's there as needed until the main source of medication kicks in. Now, I'm not sure how well it's working, but I can definitely feel a difference. I don't feel as stressed as I used to. Even with the company here that does stress me out, it's tolerable, though yesterday drove me to like a breaking point where I'm like, I need help and I need help now or I'm going to throttle somebody. That's how bad I was feeling. And it's not easy to deal with the anxiety, but it also doesn't help when those around you don't understand what's wrong with you either. Even if you try to explain it to them, a lot of people fail to understand what depression, PTSD, anxiety, and all those other mental disorders, people fail to understand because unless you actually have it, you can never understand. And unfortunately, that's how it is. You can only educate those people so far, but they're never going to fully understand unless they go through it themselves. So that's the hard part, is trying to teach a 12-year-old about it. And that said, 12-year-old doesn't have a very great attention span either, so it's been a struggle. Outside of that, I do want to say that I will continue doing these videos during my husband's deployment. I will continue doing my Ipsy glam bag reviews. I'm going to try to make those a little more than just, oh, here, look at the product, look at this, look at that. I'm actually going to try and start applying stuff to show people and make those a little better. And the last little bit for today's entry is food. Now, I know I've talked about this before, but last night hit a chord, and it struck a nerve so deep in me that I could feel my face heat up. I was so mad while I was talking. And what happened was I've been pretty depressed lately about cooking and not wanting to just do the normal things that I do. So it's been hard, it's been frustrating, but yesterday I went out of my way and I made breakfast for everybody, including our guests, and I even made supper. And with all of that, I really didn't want to, but I did it because, well, we all needed to eat, and I was trying to be nice, and I was trying to push through that depression that's saying, don't do it. There's no need to do it. Just don't do it. And one of the guests decided to turn down everything I made, saying nothing but horrible things, rejecting the food that I had made. And it was very hard for me to hear because, they're not in my place. They can eat whatever they want, whenever they want, however much they want. And I'm sitting here like eating small little bits here and there because that's all I can eat. And most days I don't want to eat because it's so depressing of how little I can eat and what I'm allowed to eat. So it's hard to sit there and watch this person reject all of your hard effort in making this food, and for them to sit there and do nothing but complain. And it's like, you should be grateful that you're even getting food, that you can eat whatever you want to eat. You can eat whenever you want to eat. Unlike me, I'm restricted. If it's like, I want to eat lunch right now, I have to stop drinking in 45 minutes just so that way I have enough time before I can eat. Because that is my life now. And that's hard. That's really hard. So, I don't know if anybody else has this out there, but it's such a damn struggle. It is excuse my damn language, but it is a goddamn motherfucking struggle to watch these people reject food, and you're sitting there with this itty bitty little portion like that, not even, and you're like, this is all I can have, or, they're eating something that you really want to eat, but you can't have anymore, and they're being an ass about it. They're rejecting it for whatever reason, and it's like, you should be grateful that you can have these things. These things haven't been taken away from you. Granted, okay, the surgery was my choice to do, but my choice came down to, it's either I do it and I live a long and prosperous life, or I don't and I die. So it's been very, very frustrating, and last night I had a hard time keeping my mouth shut over it, and I voiced my opinion just because I was tired of hearing it. How can a person be so rude? You don't know what other people are going through. The fact that we as people, like, if we have money and we can like pick and choose what we want to eat, but then we don't stop to think about the starving kids out there, or the homeless children and things like that. It's like, you should be grateful that there is food on the table, whether you like it or not. You should be grateful that somebody has the money and the time to prepare a meal for you. And then for you to reject it is just beyond rude. So, I'm going to kind of end that there, or I'm going to go off on a huge tangent about this. I probably already have, but I'm going to end it here because I need to keep my temper in check. So for those of you following my channel, yes, I'll still continue doing these videos during his deployment. I'm not saying when he leaves or when he comes home because I'm not allowed. Just know that I will still be uploading videos during those times. Some days may be more weepy than others, but of course that's just how the military life goes. You never know from one day to the next. yeah, so let me know in the comments below, like, if you guys have ever experienced somebody who was truly ungrateful towards you, whatever it was that they were ungrateful for. I want to hear about it in the comments. So I know I can't be the only person out there who's dealt with somebody who was very ungrateful towards them. So, hit me up in the comments. Just let me know what y'all's thoughts are, and definitely, if any of you guys are religious people, try to keep me in your prayers, because I have been struggling a lot lately. And I normally don't like asking these things, but I have been in such a huge struggle and a huge rut. And I have been fighting and clawing to try and get my way out of this. And it's just not been easy, and everything else going on. So if y'all could just do that for me, that would be much appreciated. And if you guys ever need that, don't hesitate to drop it in the comments or message me and just be like, hey, can you pray for me? You don't have to tell me why. Just say, hey, can you pray for me? And I will do that for you guys. So until next time, I will see you guys in 2 weeks for this, and hopefully next week, if not the week after, for the June Ipsy video. So until then, I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are better than I am right now. And I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye.